them are women and children. And there were serious allegations. There's been an investigation going on in Dharmasthala, a very important religious place for the Hindu community in Karnataka and across the country. But there is no concrete evidence to back the allegations of mass burials. So was this a conspiracy to defame the holy pilgrimage site and hurt Hindu sentiments once again? Here it is.
Dharmasthala in Karnataka is known for its centuries-old Manjunatha temple, packed with thousands of devotees every single day. But now the same place finds itself at the center of national attention, with serious allegations of mass burials near the Netravati river and deep inside the forests. An unidentified complainant alleged that he was forced to bury and cremate hundreds of bodies, mostly of women and minors, many showing signs of sexual assault, allegedly buried between 1998 and 2014. Now the SIT's operation at the 13th identified location in Dharmasthala, linked to claims that multiple bodies were buried there, ended without any findings. The SIT used 2 earth movers to excavate an area 18 feet deep and 25 feet wide, removing over 20 tons of soil, but could not retrieve anything.
मास्कमैन ने बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट में था ये 13th पॉइंट में कुछ तो मिलेगा बोल के एससीटी ऑफिसर के सामने उन्होंने बताया था। इसका वजह से 13th पॉइंट से कल 2 दिन से इधर एक्सकवेशन का काम चल रहा है, लेकिन आज भी वही पॉइंट में एक्सकवेशन किया, लगभग 18 फीट अंदर जाके उधर चेक किया तो उधर कुछ भी नहीं मिला है। अभी एससीटी लोग ने अभी कंक्लूजन को, ये पॉइंट का कंक्लूजन को आ चुका है, ये पूरा मिट्टी को क्लोज करके इधर का एक्सकवेशन का इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए आज के लिए क्लोज करने के लिए वो लोग अभी फाइनलाइज कर दिया है।
Amid ongoing excavations, swirling allegations and an intense investigation, the Karnataka Assembly erupted in heated exchanges during 0 hour yesterday.
Who is directing here?
BJP questions Congress over government's intention behind the investigation, citing alleged attacks on Hindu religious places. Karnataka Home Minister G. Parameshwara's reply further fueled the fire. BJP has been alleging that the local police could have handled the issue, but the SIT was formed under the pressure from left groups.
ಧರ್ಮಸ್ಥಳವನ್ನು ಕೇಂದ್ರವಾಗಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಅಸಹಜ ಸಾವಿನ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಎಸ್ಐಟಿ ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದರ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆಗಳು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ದು ಯಾರ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಭಿನ್ನಾಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ತನಿಖೆಯ ನೆಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದೂ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಅವಹೇಳನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಕಳೆದ ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಜಾಲತಾಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಇಡೀ ಧರ್ಮಸ್ಥಳವನ್ನು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ನಂಬಿಕೆಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆಘಾತವನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
Devotees allege the episode is an attempt to tarnish the image of the temple town and hurt Hindu sentiments. The SIT is about to submit a report. The wild goose chase till now has not found anything to back the whistleblower's claims. Are the critics right then that the whole shindig was an attempt to malign Hindus in the eyes of the world?
Increasingly more people are feeling that because there isn't any of this evidence, I mean, you made a huge allegation. You had huge allegations against a Hindu religious site, which is very important. Now, there are 1 or 2 bone fragments which have been found, but all the claims that there are hundreds of bodies buried there's no evidence. This man brings a skull with him. And then he says, there are hundreds of skulls. I have a memory of every burial, every vehicle number, everything. Now he's going around, the whole state machinery is going with him to find the bodies. There are nothing found. So I would like to know first from Y. Bharat Reddy, Dr. Y. Bharat Shetty, member of the Karnataka Legislative Assembly, what is going on here? On the basis of Dharmasthala, there has been such a campaign against Hindus, Hindu temples and Hindu sentiments, but there is no clear evidence which has emerged so far.
So we are feeling that there's a whole conspiracy to tarnish the name of Dharmasthala. See, when the SIT was, when people asked Siddaramaiah to form an SIT on 19th, he completely told that, no chance, I won't do an SIT. Then within 24 hours, they announced the SIT. When we asked the district minister, Mr. Dinesh Gundrav, how come you have announced an SIT? Though we welcome the SIT, let the investigation go on, but the way in which the SIT was formed causes some of us to doubt, because this minister tells us the SIT was formed under duress because of pressure from leftist elements. This is his word. The minister goes ahead and tells this is due to the pressure from leftist elements. We want to know who are these leftist elements, under whose pressure they have announced the SIT. We'd like to know that. And this person, who is claiming to have buried all these things,
there have been
every day he comes in the morning and he's not taken into custody.
Murders.
He's not in the custody. He'll come in the morning, evening they'll let him go, he stays somewhere, and then again he comes back. This thing is going on since few days. They have been digging around all the places, they're not getting anything. But there are some social media handles which are right, left and center are telling as if Dharmasthala is a place where murders are happening, where rapes are happening. Channels like Al Jazeera, who are no way connected to this, people in Pakistan, channels
They
in
have
Pakistan,
happened.
channels in BBC are talking about this. So we know
This is very sad. This is indeed very sad. Because I had a Pakistani who came on my program, Ratan Sharda, a few days back, and when I asked him about Pakistan's support to terrorism, he said, in your country, you see what is happening in Dharmasthala. And I said, there is no evidence in Dharmasthala. So the Pakistanis are using this. Now I'll tell you, they said now at this spot, if we dig, we will find human remains. They are digging. They are using high-level technology also, Ratan Sharda, like some radars, which can look at hundreds of meters under the soil. On the sixth spot, they found 1 or 2 bone fragments. Otherwise, nothing has been found. Now, the person who they are following, this is a masked man who goes around saying, every day he finds a new place.
Pakistan has nothing to do with this.
I am asking you if it's a hoax.
Rapes and murders.
Dharmasthala hoax, hashtag.
Women, I have a list of them.
No, but Dharmasthala was a hoax. Did you want
I have
to...
a list of women.
Who are you to come here and keep disturbing people? Can't you debate properly?
Mr. Razak.
You are the one who are secretly laughing.
Mr. Razak, Dharmasthala is one of the holiest sites for Hindus in Karnataka.
Patience to listen to
You are making all kinds of allegations, but there is nothing to back it up.
The whole state stands with Dharmasthala. Nobody is pointing a finger at Dharmasthala. Please understand.
No, but there is an attempt to link a crime to a temple
You
town.
want justice for Ananya, Padmalata, Vedavalli, Yamuna, Varija. All these women just went to college, did not come back home.
Who is this masked man?
Ratan Sharda is on the debate. Ratan Sharda.
How can he make people run around for days together and there is nothing to show? You would have found a whole archaeological site that we are digging. A one-man claims, I have dug so many graves, and that you require cranes to walk for days together, and this one man says that I have put so many bodies in the grave. Can you believe that? And you come here to argue? It is a clear case of defamation of Hindu religion. It is the anti-Hindu ecosystem which will keep on defaming Hindus. Do you remember Shankaracharya picked up on Diwali during his meditation on the Chalda murder? Nothing was proven. A Seema nun was picked up from
Why would
his
you
jungles,
conspire?
putting a
Why
blame on
would
him
the
for
BJP
terror. He was
conspire and
released.
hold
So you
protests
have
across the
this
state?
Padmanabh
Why does the
Swami
BJP want to
temple being
derail the
target for the money it has, what it has. You have people
No, I'll tell you,
temples, taking
there is
away
something, there is something very suspicious happening, which is why people are calling out the hoax. And maybe it is important, Radha Kwanmin, maybe it is important for those,
of Congress.
yeah, some people, people are saying some digital websites were paid off by the Congress. I don't know. I have no proof. It must be investigated. But the fact is, I'll tell you, there's a spot number 11. There's a spot number 11 where the investigation took a bizarre turn. During the search, in the middle of the search, this masked witness halted the team saying, I'm confused. And then he slipped into the bushes saying, I want to use the washroom. Minutes later, reduce his volume. I want two people on the screen. He emerged to lead the SIT to a nearby location, pointing to a skeleton that is in plain sight and saying, this is the skeleton I buried 15 years ago. This claim collapsed because there was basic logic. How can a body buried for over a decade lie above the ground? Skeletons cannot move. The discovery exchange triggered a sharp exchange within the SIT, and the site was immediately classified as 11A, further muddying the already dubious testimony of the witness. Every morning, all of Karnataka on television watches this masked man take a group of people to different spots, and every day they say, we found nothing. Excavation at 13, they kept digging up to 13 feet and 15 feet. I'll tell you what they found. They found a water stream. This has to stop. You want to defame Hindus?
Arnab, this is so ridiculous.
It's
so
just
horrible.
unbelievable.
They're trying to defame a 800-year-old institution which has 21 generations serving it without a single scandal, without any issue.
And now they are saying,
skeletons claiming it is correct.
No, now they are saying that we were under pressure.
Around in a wild goose chase.
Now they are saying we were under pressure from left-wing people.
Left-wing people have no mind. At least you have some mind. These people have some mind. Karnataka government has some mind. They know the Hindu mind. But no, they are so consumed by anti-Hindu thinking that they will create anything to create distrust about this dharmic society. And they will try to frame anybody that's possible. As I said, you dig so much of space, you can find anything there. Still you found nothing. And here you are shamelessly defending those people who come on the other side of the panel and claiming that it's correct. For days together, nothing comes out. This fellow comes every day, makes a joke, cuts a joke with the people, SIT like a fool.
This has to stop, I think. Yeah, Akhil.
Without any evidence, 20 feet you dig for a skeleton. Who put it there?
Let's hear Akhil. Akhil.
What is in Superman there?
Arnab, you said
use some
Farid
machines.
cannot move. And today Rahul Gandhi had tea with 15 people who were declared dead by the Election Commission of India. So when the dead can have tea with Rahul Gandhi, the buried also can move. Number one. Number two.
He'll bring election.
See, I don't know what is the problem of RSS.
About defamation.
I don't know what is the problem of RSS. See, Siddharamaiah said, when there was an allegation, Siddharamaiah said we will not go for SIT, they had a problem. Now when Parameswara says there is a SIT, they have a problem. So you want a media trial or you want a SIT probe. So if the truth comes out, fine. If they're buried, you don't find skeletons, that is fine. But the point is, Rahul Gandhi today had tea with 15 people who have been declared dead by Election Commission of India. And Ganesh Kumar Gupta.
Digging the ground. And you will say it's okay.
Ganesh Kumar Gupta has declared 15 people dead. And those 15 people had tea with Rahul Gandhi
in the debate for Dharmasthala, not for Rahul Gandhi. आप सेल्समैन करिए राहुल गांधी का यहाँ के डिबेट को खराब मत करिए यहाँ हिंदुओं का खून चल रहा है या हिंदुओं का तमाशा हो रहा है और आप राहुल गांधी को ला रहे हैं क्योंकि आपका हिंदुओं की इज्जत नहीं है आपको मंदिरों की इज्जत नहीं है आपको किसी धर्म स्थान की इज्जत नहीं है इसलिए राहुल गांधी को घसीट रहे इसके अंदर राहुल गांधी ने बोला धर्मस्थल के बारे में कुछ राहुल गांधी said anything about Dharmasthala tweet about what is happening there injustice to people there. He has not said anything, but you'll come here and pontificate on Rahul Gandhi.
आप हिंदू हैं?
हूँ मैं। आप हो क्या?
हिंदू हैं तो ये बताइए।
आप हो क्या? आप धर्मस्थल का इंसल्ट हो रहा है। राहुल गांधी को भी जीत रहे हो।
अग्नि के फेरे लेने के बाद बीवी को
ये आपका डिबेट का स्टैंडर्ड है। आप डिबेट छोड़ के राहुल गांधी को ला रहे हो क्योंकि उसको पूछ नहीं रहा।
बताइए
Where is the evidence? One minute. You will realize, you will agree with me. You will agree with me. 1 minute. Akhil, thank you. Razak, you will agree with me that if there is no evidence, this was a hoax. Now you can't keep digging. Razak, if there's no evidence, it's a hoax. Do you agree? Razak and Bharat Shetty.
Arnab ji, we have found bones.
No, you've gone to 100 places. You found 2-3 fragments of bones. You go anywhere, you'll do that.
Bones. Point number 1,
Bharat
we have
Shetty.
found the red blouse.
Sir, listen.
He says he has found few bones.
The Superintendent of Police, has applied in the court for doing narco analysis of this person who's claimed to have buried all those bodies. It was coming in the court for a hearing on Monday. Sunday, suddenly, SIT is announced. Suddenly the SIT is announced. Otherwise, the narco analysis test of this person would have been done because the Superintendent of Police has applied for it. The hearing was coming in the court.
I think we must have an investigation, Mr. Shetty, into the allegations themselves. And the people making the allegations. At 9 o'clock tonight, viewers, there's a huge political face-off over the voter rolls. And will Sonia Gandhi respond to allegations made against her on her name appearing on a voter roll when she was still a citizen of Italy? Big controversy, not to be missed when I'm back.
Amity is proud to announce the commencement of its 12th university in India, Amity University, Hyderabad. At the prime location of AeroCity Hyderabad Airport, has a strong focus on high-end research with brilliant students and distinguished faculty who share our mission to change the world together. To apply for this year's session, visit amity.edu/Hyderabad.
Sarah, this is your space, slay it your way.
MDH की देगी मीरज,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मीरज।
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Sarah, this is your space, slay it your way.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
What makes you a legend? Maybe that you're followed by everyone. Maybe that you follow no one. Maybe both. 10 years of Creta, legend forever.
सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Sarah, This is your space, slay it your way.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Ну, а чо ж тих два не пок...
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
And ladies and gentlemen, time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And the BJP has raised some very serious questions regarding Sonia Gandhi. The BJP has said, and this is in the middle of the ongoing battle over the special intensive revisions, it has said that we have serious questions on Sonia Gandhi. Their basic allegation is that Sonia Gandhi's name was added in the electoral roll when she was still an Italian citizen. And they have said that Sonia Gandhi's name, according to them, and they had a full press conference on this, Anurag Thakur leading the press conference saying, was Sonia Gandhi's name, according to him, was in the electoral rolls in 1980. That is 3 years before she actually became an Indian citizen. So in 1980, Sonia Gandhi, despite being married to Rajiv Gandhi in 1968, 12 years later, she had refused to take Indian citizenship and therefore she was still an Italian citizen. And the BJP is asking and alleging rather why her name was removed from the electoral roll after an outcry. They claim there was an outcry about it in 1982, that how does an Italian citizen have her name in the voter list, and then it was removed in 1982 only to be brought in 1983. That is when she apparently became an Indian citizen. So for full 15 years after getting married, she continued to be an Italian citizen. The BJP has also asked if Sonia Gandhi's name was added to the electoral roll again for the second time, even when she was not granted citizenship. And they have said that Sonia Gandhi's name was listed at serial number 236 in polling station 140. The qualifying date for registration was January 1st, 1983, yet she was granted Indian citizenship only on April 30th, 1983, ladies and gentlemen, 15 years after getting married. So what is the basic point they are making? They are claiming that Sonia Gandhi broke the rules, and they are alleging that if she did not obtain citizenship till 1983, how did her name even appear on the electoral rolls in 1980? Now the Congress needs to answer this. The Congress needs to answer if Sonia Gandhi's name was on the electoral rolls while she was an Italian citizen. They must also answer whether it was removed after there was a public outcry. As per the Citizenship Act, Sonia Gandhi, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, to take a detour, Sonia Gandhi got married to Rajiv Gandhi in 1968. As the wife and resident of this country, she became eligible for the citizenship in 1973, more than 50 years back. But she chose not to become an Indian citizen till 1983. She took full 10 years to rethink this issue. Why did she take 10 more years? Anyway, it's a personal decision. Maybe she chose to remain an Italian citizen. She was not sure whether she would ever become an Indian citizen. Maybe she was weighing her options. She has a right. But the Congress needs to clarify for various reasons. First of all, they are making this big protest about revision of polls. and the BJP is going for the jugular, saying you are the ones who defied the orders and rules yourself when you were in power. So this is very embarrassing for them. The Congress must clarify, because Rajiv Gandhi at that time was the helm of the Congress, the ruling party, and the citizenship status of his spouse at that time does become a matter of public concern. The Congress must also clarify if the allegations of the BJP at that time are true, which means, was there any case of massive electoral fraud at that time? And if this happened with Sonia Gandhi, could it have happened with others too? Viewers, yesterday I said very clearly there's nothing called vote chori. What the Congress is doing is truth chori. What the Congress is trying to do is to level allegations to make sure that your faith in the electoral process, the Representation of People Act, the Election Commission, Supreme Court, all the institutions of this country come down, and that basically you begin to believe that the Congress party lost because they were denied a victory. Though they had won, they were made to lose. Now, who would ever believe that? Every party ever has a different situation to any crisis or lack of confidence among people. For the Congress party, it is to make allegations. The BJP is going for the jugular and making the most direct allegation for all. Their question is, was Sonia Gandhi an Indian citizen in 1980? Yes or no? Was she an Indian citizen or an Italian citizen? If she was an Italian citizen, is it true that her name appeared in the electoral rolls? Or is it not true? The Congress party must come and clarify. I think the easiest thing for Sonia Gandhi is to issue a public statement on it. It will be carried everywhere, including on Republic. She must say, did she vote in 1980? And if she voted in 1980, how did she vote in India when she still held Italian citizenship? And it cannot be said it's not relevant today. Did she vote when she was an Italian citizen? Or did she not vote? If she did not vote and what the BJP is saying is false, why doesn't Sonia Gandhi question the BJP at the appropriate legal official forums? Viewers, this is getting intense. If this is true, if Sonia Gandhi voted when she was not a citizen, it will be one of the biggest scandals. We'll have to see. The last word has not yet been spoken on this, but it is a development you should very keenly follow.
The political storm over the Congress's vote chori allegations refuses to die down.
कुछ कांग्रेस के लोग कह रहे थे राहुल गांधी जी और विपक्ष के नेताओं ने बवंडर खड़ा किया। अरे भाई बवंडर नहीं बलंडर है, और मैं बताने वाला हूं कैसे। जितने आरोप आज तक लगाए, मैं राहुल जी को यही कहूंगा, धूल चेहरे पर थी और आप आईना साफ करते रहे।
Today, the BJP upped the ante, targeting the first family of Congress.
परिवार और पार्टी का शुरू से ये रहा है कि चुनाव हारते हो तो वोटर पे ठीकरा फोड़ दो, या इलेक्शन कमीशन पे ठीकरा फोड़ दो, या इलेक्शन कमीशन के नियमों पर, कार्यप्रणाली पर प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़ा कर दो।
In the latest, BJP's Amit Malviya has made some scathing allegations regarding the appearance of Sonia Gandhi's name on electoral rolls even before she became an Indian citizen. Malviya has alleged that Sonia Gandhi's name appeared on electoral rolls in 1980, 3 years before she became an Indian citizen in 1983, calling it a clear violation of voter registration law. The BJP is now directly taking the fight to Rahul Gandhi and his claims with data on constituencies that hit hard home.
वायनाड में तो मुझे भाई साहब, श्रीमान राहुल गांधी जी 2 बार चुनाव लड़े, श्रीमती प्रियंका गांधी जी 1 बार चुनाव लड़ी। तो दोनों से मैं पूछता हूं, ये जो नए वोटर की एडिशन हुई है 102, 101 साल, 99 साल, ये नए वोटर है, तो आपने तो 3 बार वोट ले लिया भाई। रायबरेली में मोहम्मद कैफ खान, बूथ नंबर 83, 151, 218 सब जगह इनका नाम है, नाम सेम है, बस बाप का नाम भी सेम है, लेकिन वोट 3 पोलिंग बूथों पे बना हुआ है, 83, 151, 218 में।
Not just the Congress, but the BJP also took Indie allies to task with the same numbers.
47 वोटर आईडी डायमंड हार्बर में, अभिषेक बनर्जी जी, डायमंड हार्बर में 47 वोटर आईडी हाउस नंबर 189 के पोलिंग बूथ 131 पर रजिस्टर हुए हैं।
The Congress is calling the BJP's takedown a diversion from issues.
If Sonia Gandhi was illegally entered into voter list, now Bharatiya Janata Party, they want to justify SIR just because Sonia Gandhi was entered into voter list illegally according to them. How can you justify SIR?
BJP is not giving reply to any of the facts. Let us talk about the facts rather than allegation. And not only that thing, the dead are included in voter list.
The big question remains, apart from political rhetoric, can Congress factually back up its claims on record? And do they have an answer to the allegations made by the BJP against Rahul and Sonia?
So the basic question is that there's a very serious allegation against Sonia Gandhi. Did Sonia Gandhi herself breach the Indian citizenship laws? Did Sonia Gandhi vote and did her name appear on the electoral rolls in 1980 when she was an Italian citizen? Now there is this piece of paper they are showing. They say 35-year-old Sonia Gandhi, whose wife of Rajiv Gandhi, female, name appears in 236-3. There are some serial numbers which are put here, and locality Safdarjung Road. Her name is in the electoral roll. How did this happen, Ashwini? How did an Italian citizen get her name into the voter list?
Arnab, your head should hang in shame that the protector of fourth pillar of democracy, the protector of democracy, is defending or diluting the fact that the biggest threat of the democracies right now is vote chori, which is happening in broad daylight. What you are trying to do here is diluting it by bringing in Gade Murde. And if you really want
I am
to
not
talk
bringing it
about
in.
past
There is a
things, if you
serious
want to talk
allegation.
about all past
If you
things,
want to, you can deny. See, Ashwini, 1 minute. Ashwini, let's not raise our voice while avoiding the question. I am merely saying today that you have a clear choice. I am not asking you why Sonia Gandhi refused to become an Indian citizen for 15 years after getting married. She continued to be a citizen of Italy. Maybe she wanted to remain Italian at that time. But the question is this, that why was her name in the electoral list? Was her name in the electoral list, yes or no? Was her name in the electoral list in 1980? Was her name in the electoral list in 1980?
you tell me this. Why are you debating this? Why are you not debating as an fourth pillar of democracy? Why are you not debating the vote theft happening right in front of your eyes?
A person who is foreign born, who almost became Prime Minister of India, but there were objections from across the country to a foreign-born person being Prime Minister, who controlled the government in this country for over 10 years, who influenced policy in this country, and continues to, have considerable say. Did she while being an Indian citizen, insert her name in the electoral rolls is not a small issue. If it is not true, then maybe Sonia Gandhi should issue a denial.
So, do you think Modi ji is giving a false affidavit and becoming a Prime
Narendra
Minister
Modi is an Indian
is
citizen.
a small issue or not?
Narendra Modi was never a citizen of Italy.
Might be the issues, but are they relevant to the
It is
context?
relevant. It is.
Question is, are they relevant to the today's context?
Shazia, why is it relevant? Ask the Congress.
No, of course it's relevant, and no congressman has answers. They have egg on their face. They don't know where to look. We are talking about how Election Commission conducted their affairs during their era. And a lot has to be said about that. But imagine an Italian citizen who has been married in India but refuses to accept Indian citizenship for whatever reasons, personal choices and so. But she became a voter first and citizen later. Now, how on earth is it constitutional? Is it in keeping with the democratic spirit of India and keeping with basic rules of Indian voters and their rights? So you, as an Italian, are just allowed into the system only because you're Rajiv Gandhi's wife.
Modi ji become
married,
then unmarried, then married again. How on earth that is possible, Shahia ji?
I mean, just look at and you run away. You have the gall,
not an Indian citizen, and you're not concerned about it.
To make up stories day after day. To insult a democracy when you have been doing that for years.
Dilute the current situation in the hand. You want to dilute the fact that your government has trespassed
and we don't have precedents like Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed, and we don't have the possibility of people taking trips on INS Virat on personal holidays. Thank goodness. Times
you
have
are the
changed.
Trespassers to the parliament, and you just want to dilute that.
It feels like democracy now, but not to you all, because you are being shown the mirror and the voters are rejecting you. But this is something that Congress must answer first.
Okay.
Why on earth would Sonia Gandhi ji be voting when she wasn't even an Indian citizen? In which world, which hemisphere does it happen in countries that call themselves democracy? And you really have like some temerity to come here and just raise your voices and make up stories and insinuate all kinds of wrongs when none have been proven. In fact, on the contrary, my dear, today the Supreme Court categorically
first become married, then become unmarried.
My point here tonight is that I'd like to get Anmol and Subrashta onto this debate. See, the question is, it has become a free-for-all. Let's not have any doubts about it. If you are going to make all kinds of allegations and not be able to back it up, see, the point is that what the BJP is alleging is significant, but it's nothing compared to what the Congress is alleging. The Congress is alleging that the whole electoral system of the country is fraudulent. And this has become a hit-and-run approach of the Congress. You make a statement and then say, I will not put my statement to judicial scrutiny because I will not even file a formal complaint. I'm coming to you. Thank you. Put it down. The issue is this right now. And Subrashta and Anmol are on the debate. First of all, Anmol has already dissociated himself from Congress party, but is it relevant? Suppose Arvind Kejriwal had been an Italian citizen and had voted. And it had been caught 15 or 20 years later. It would still be relevant. Now, the allegation here is a sincere and serious allegation. Anmol, should Sonia Gandhi have voted or have had her name in the electoral rolls if she was a citizen of a foreign country?
Arnab, there are 2-3 things which come to my mind when I look at this conversation, and I have been following it ever since Rahul Gandhi started raising objections. Look, what Rahul Gandhi is trying to do is an extremely dangerous, he's trying to set an extremely dangerous precedent. Democracy is not just a system of counting votes. We do not only go, and offer ritual, we don't vote as if it's a ritual. It's a covenant of trust. Now, what he's trying to do is he's trying to break that trust. So, because numbers mean nothing in a democracy, according to them. This is exactly my problem with people like Rahul Gandhi and all those intellectuals who support that fraud of an individual. there are allegations without proof. If I tell Arnab today that you do not have a right to vote because I have certain documentary evidence, of course I should be able to, say it under oath, right? Why can't a sitting MP and all members in his family who are sitting MPs, why can't they take an oath and say all of that? To grin in a bar, saying that all of it is a joke, and to come out and stand up on a podium and make such incendiary remarks, he should actually be made accountable for it. In a democracy, to accuse without proving is to wound the republic. And this is not an affront just to the whole procedure, bureaucratic procedure of the Election Commission of India. It is basically to say that people of this country are fools, that we do not know anything, that just because we go out and vote does not mean anything, and anything and everything in this country is rigged. It is trying to break that very backbone of our trust in democracy. Great republics have fallen, Arnab, and I don't need to, say you have been a history student yourself. It's not because they lacked laws. It was because they lost that invisible thread of trust and faith that bound the people together. Rahul Gandhi is afraid that India is united, and he wants to take a crack at that very unity. And that is my problem with this entire, debate. I have a problem with this entire politics, and I have a problem with this, this whole the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson who is sitting here. He's coming, whatever nonsense he has to talk about Bhajpa, and whatever nonsense BJP will have to talk about Aam Aadmi Party is none of my business. But as a citizen, I feel extremely insulted when a leader gets up and says that you vote, but your votes don't matter, as if he's the one not being elected to power. I mean, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, these people should completely resign. Mahua Moitras of the world should resign first and say we do not have faith in this democratic process. Therefore, we forfeit all these, powers and positions. So now we'll get on the street and fight.
So now the question is, and the context of this question is this, Anmol. When you're saying the whole electoral system has been riddled with mistakes, fraud, and it's not fair, the counter question when it is being asked to you, you can't appear to be hurt. And what is the counter question? The counter question is whether Sonia Gandhi allegedly committed the fraud herself by putting her name in the electoral roll when she was an Italian citizen. Since you're coming from this high place where you want to pass a comment on everyone, you must explain this. If it is not true, then Sonia Gandhi must say, A, my name was never on the electoral roll when I was an Italian citizen. B, she can say that it was there but I did not vote. Or C, she can admit it was there, I voted and I broke the rules. After that, let people judge, right? Right, Shazia? That's the only elementary question I'm asking, Anmol. You can't dodge these questions. When others are questioning you, you say, oh, I'm feeling very hurt. Aisa mat karo. What is this? Question being, Anmol, do you support Sonia Gandhi, her name being on the electoral rolls, if it is true that it was there when she was a citizen of Italy? Don't avoid this specific question. Before you go to anything else, Anmol,
evening,
I want your position on this.
Arnab ji, see, a wrong is a wrong no matter who does it, and every electoral wrong is unacceptable. But
what do you feel about Sonia Gandhi, her name being on the electoral rolls in 1980, allegedly?
Arnab ji, I request you to ask me a series of questions, 10 questions, 20, 30, but then allow me uninterrupted.
I will. No, I will ask you only one question.
With folded hands.
I request you, Anmol, before we proceed.
I will do it.
Anmol, why do you have to request? I will
get time for my opening.
Yeah, 100%. But I will ask you only one question. I'll proceed to 1,000 questions. But I consider this an important matter. That is it true that Sonia Gandhi broke the rules and her name was inserted in the electoral rolls while she was a citizen of Italy? It is not a small matter. It means there was the use of influence. It means there was nepotism. It means the system had been broken. And it means the Congress party broke the system to give a lady who, being a
Yes,
daughter-in-law
and
of the
many
family,
times.
was an Italian citizen,
And many
an opportunity to vote.
mentioned
Now that question will be asked.
I mentioned how
And-
Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia took a holiday, Arnab.
Yeah, so
on INS Virat in 1967.
no, I'm not going to that also. I'm saying, did she vote while she was an Italian
listen to
citizen?
this. No, but exactly. So how can an Italian citizen vote in the Indian elections? At that point of time, she lived in one Safdarjung Road. The other people who were on the electoral list, who were already there, were Rajiv Gandhi, Sanjay Gandhi, Menaka Gandhi, and of course Indira Gandhi. And that those details are there. So Sonia Gandhi was an Italian voter, was an Italian citizen voting in Indian elections. And there was an uproar and the name was deleted and then it reappeared in 83. But yes, it did take her 15 years.
Anmol, can you respond to the question is to Anmol. Anmol, if she voted as an Anmol, if she voted as an Italian citizen, what action should be taken against her? Address that question.
मुझे लगता है कि आज आप पहले सवाल पूछ लीजिए, फिर मैं जवाब दूंगा तसल्ली से। आप
सवाल तो 10 बार भी बोल, मैं रिपीट कर लूं, 15 बार, 100 बार, 1000 बार रिपीट कर लूं, मगर आप ऐसे एक्टिंग करेंगे, आपको सवाल सुनाई नहीं दिया। आपको सवाल, आप कान खोल के सुन लीजिए मेरे सवाल को। मेरा सवाल तो सोनिया गांधी पे था।
सुन लिया मैंने।
हाँ, तो जवाब दीजिए उस सवाल पर।
Can I answer now?
जी।
Can I answer now? जी। हाँ जी। I have very clearly said that every electoral wrong is unacceptable, whether done by Congress yesterday or done by BJP today. It must be called out, it must be challenged, and it must be stopped. But what's important is, Arnab ji, in the history of independent India, we have seen governments come and go, we have seen leaders rise and fall, we have seen parties win and lose. But what's happening today is an assault on the very soul of our democracy. BJP may keep waving Congress did it card, but what's happening under BJP rule today is a fraud of historic proportion. 65 lakh votes deleted in Bihar without following due procedure. 65 lakh votes deleted in Bihar without due procedure. 240 voters in a single room. In Punjab mayoral polls. In Punjab mayoral polls, BJP was caught red-handed on camera. In Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal ji gave evidence to the Election Commission stating that voter rolls are being manipulated. And ECI chooses to look the other way. They don't respond. 20 years after
Arnab, I want to say that.
Last 5 assembly.
I want to say this. I have a copy of the election commission. Yes, this is important. No, this is important for everybody. This is the last time I'm speaking. Arnab, no, let this be an important.
Shazia, let him complete.
Readable rolls on website. नहीं, ये दरअसल ना चक्कर क्या है? बीजेपी जब
बोलिए मैं आपको अभी प्रूव कर दूंगी, खत्म कीजिए बात को अपनी। मैं अभी बता दूंगी कि आप कितना झूठ बोल रहे हैं। मैं बता
मौका दिया जाता है कि आप इंटरप्ट करो, तो सब इंटरप्ट करना होता है इन्हें। Actually, reason is media doesn't have the courage to ask BJP and the BJP doesn't have courage to answer. ये लोग लोकतंत्र के डकैत हैं। भाजपा लोकतंत्र की डकैत है, डकैत।
आप बोल क्या रहे हैं? आप कुछ हेडलाइंस
भाजपा है वोट चोर, और इन डकैत को जो बचा रहे हैं वो भी भागीदार हैं। जो इन डकैत को बचा रहे हैं वो भी भागीदार हैं।
Let me answer. Only 1 minute. Only 1 minute is what I see.
And when they
Anmol, the spokesperson of Aam Aadmi Party, in your channel, Arnab, let me say.
When they are cornered, they reach their
courtesy, as I can gather, said something, and we heard you, Anmol. What did you say? That BJP is doing it. But your own leaders and senior leaders, what did you say? Yes, vote chori happens, but in Punjab, vote chori was done by Congress. So there states your position of confusion. And now I want to read out a list in which says claims and objections received from political parties vis-a-vis the draft roll. It was released on 11th of August. This is by Election Commission of India. Now it shows how many parties there are in the fray, electoral fray in Bihar. Aam Aadmi Party number of BLAs only one. You're speaking a lot here, but you have only one BLA in Bihar and complaints received zero. and your party of course doesn't matter.
शोर है, भाजपा वोट चोर है.
National Congress has 17,500.
गली गली में शोर है, भाजपा वोट चोर है.
Has it made? It can do people live from the Supreme Court today, but not one complaint was written by any of the BLA vis-a-vis the electoral role in Bihar.
Election Commission is BJP's puppet.
Number is zero.
That's the
Then now
reality.
look at Rashtriya Janata Dal. There are 47,506 BLAs, booth level agents, and how many complaints have they made vis-a-vis the vote chori, 65 lakh votes? How many do you think they would have done so far? Do you know how many? Zero. So where the official process goes, where the BLA's huge
No, the point. One minute. The point we need to address tonight, viewers, and I want you to observe something with everyone on the screen. I want to just be given a moment to intervene, please. Everyone, go back to that screen. You see, viewers, and all the panelists who are on the program, can we go back to that screen? See, give a moment to think about what is happening on this program. Just imagine, I am coming with one statistic, one fact, one piece of information, one question. I am talking about Mahadevpura, Gandhinagar, Ramannagar, Dhule, Maharashtra, where the manipulation allegations are, what is the counterfact, what is in the constitution. I am putting all of these facts in before my viewers. I can even give the breakup of this 65.2 lakh bogus voters in Bihar. But what am I seeing on the other side today? What makes me sad? What makes me sad is that Anmol Pawar of the AAP, Ashwini of the Congress, and Tausif has not even spoken. They will just shout and say, vote chori, this, that, as if we are talking about, as if this is they are first year students in a college election. Serious baat hai. I'm giving facts. There is no point in abusing people. No, but what is this? You are a dacoit. What are you? Gabbar Singh? Kalia? What are you? क्या है लॉजिक?
भाजपा डकैत है और आप उसके पहरेदार हैं अर्नब. आप फोर्थ पिलर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है. You should have some shame. आप डेमोक्रेसी की बचाने की कसम खाने वाले आज डेमोक्रेसी को डूबने दे रहे हो.
अरे ओ कांग्रेस वाले, एक मिनट. अरे ओ कांग्रेस वाले मेरी बात सुनो. अरे ओ कांग्रेस वाले मेरी बात सुनो. अश्विनी वन साइडेड तो होने वाली नहीं है. सुनिए मेरी बात. अरे वो कांग्रेस वाले मेरी बात सुनो. हिंदी में बोलूंगा, आपको अच्छी तरह से समझ आएगी. 2 मिनट रुकिए. अरे भैया 2 मिनट रुक जाओ. वैसे तो हंसते हंसते निकलते हो मेरे स्टूडियो से.
चोर का साथ देने वाला भी चोरी कहलाता है.
अरे एक मिनट रुक जाओ.
चोर क्या?
नहीं शाजिया मैं कुछ कह रहा हूँ इसको. आई विल हैव टू डील विद हिम नाउ. एंड शाजिया तौसीफ डाउन. आई एम डीलिंग विद अश्विनी. I'll only say three things to you. अभी मैं लाइन खोल दूं, आपको पता चल जाएगा कितने लोग अर्नब गोस्वामी के साथ हैं और कितने लोग आपके पार्टी के साथ हैं. आपको इसको इस सच. एक मिनट चुप रहिए, मैं कुछ कह रहा हूं. वॉल्यूम डाउन, आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. दूसरी बात, वॉल्यूम डाउन, आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. दूसरी बात ये, खोल देते हैं लाइन, आपको बिल्कुल पता चल जाएगा. और मैं 3 बातें कहूंगा सिर्फ. एवरीवन ऑन. सो डोंट टॉक अबाउट मी in a way that does not dignify you. Okay? Second, like I am giving you an opportunity, I gave your leader an opportunity in 2014. He only repeated women's empowerment 1,000 times and exposed himself. So one-to-one encounter में आपके जो नेता है मोमबत्ती की तरह मेरे सामने पिघल गए. ठीक है, तो आप जरा चुप रहे. तीसरी बात, आपकी पूरी सरकार, आपकी पूरी फौज, आपके पूरे नेता, आपकी पूरी लीगल टीम, आपकी पूरी पुलिस, हाँ, अपना चेहरा क्यों छुपा रहे हैं अभी? उन्होंने कोशिश की. जब मैं 14 दिन जेल से निकला, उससे भी ज्यादा लोग मुझे सपोर्ट करने लगे. तो कुछ तो मुझ में है भाई. मेरे बारे में बात करने के पहले 1000 बार सोच लो. जितना मुझे गाली दोगे उतनी मेरी पॉपुलैरिटी बढ़ती है, उतनी बढ़ती है मेरी. ठीक है ना? नाउ आई विल टेल यू. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, आई विल गो टू तौसीफ. Tausif, my question to you on facts is this. The BJP says that in Diamond Harbour, there are 259,779 doubtful voters, with 301 booths showing over 15% increase in voters over 4 years. If you agree with the Congress that increase in electoral rolls is fraud, maybe you should start with Diamond Harbour, right? Which is Abhishek Banerjee's constituency. Would you like to respond to this, please?
So why particularly Diamond Harbour? There are so many constituencies in Bengal and across the country.
But why Diamond Harbour is because you can't be in a situation where you make an allegation, but the allegation applies best to your constituency.
Yes,
you don't want to talk about it.
I'm responding. The very member of parliament from same Diamond Harbour has challenged the Prime Minister. That,
but then that's more reason whether he should answer the question.
Must resign. And we must dissolve the Lok Sabha because it is the same voter list.
Oh, you want the Lok Sabha to be dissolved?
The same voter
now,
list.
Viewers, they have taken it to one more level. Subrashta, they are saying voter list should be parliament should be dissolved. Narendra Modi should resign. And Mamata Banerjee should become Prime Minister.
The voter list, Election Commission should go ahead.
Oh, they should dissolve the 2024 election. Wow.
Before all of that happens, I think those
to a level of craziness that is difficult to understand.
First, no? I think TMC MPs, Congress MPs should resign first and say that, well, we do not want to be a part of a rigged system. That's what should happen. And then, then of course, if the opposition is not functioning in a procedural setup, then of course the government will not
function.
Modi
has a degree of entire
why don't your MPs give up these perks and say that we don't want to remain MPs?
Modi has a degree of entire political science.
I don't want to. Did I mention Modi? I mentioned your leaders. Modi is not your leader. Last I checked, Modi was the Prime Minister of this country. Modi is not the leader of opposition.
Yes, and the Prime Minister has a fake
this
degree.
Blame lies on you guys. You guys believe that the system is rigged.
We live in a country where
why are you eating malai from that system? Leave that system.
Certificates, his own certificate, and demanding others to show certificate. We live in that country
what
where the Prime Minister cannot produce his own certificate.
The very fact that you are a citizen of this country, you need to show certain certificates.
What is this degree? What is
when
this
you go to your polling booth, you need to show your voter ID card, whether you like it or not.
Masters in entire political science. What is this degree? Please tell.
Listen,
in the entire world,
with a particular person, you can go and grind that.
A degree called entire political science.
That masters in entire political science.
What a mockery! What a mockery! Prime Minister
This is your problem. That
his
when cornered on logic and facts, you start. I don't want to use the term.
Yeah, but because you have nothing to say, you are defending the indefensible.
This is exactly what you begin to do.
You are defending someone who produces fake
don't
degree.
Defecate in the,
you cannot defend
intellectually
BJP,
defecate in the open, please. Do not do that. You have a problem.
Political science. What kind of special degree is this? Especially available for only Mr. Modi? No one ever has produced this entire political science degree. Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard anyone having mastered entire political science? Say it with an inverted comma. Please talk about the fake degree that was produced by
debate on a completely different issue. I'm sorry, I've come here to debate on Bihar. People are raising stupid allegations that इतने लोगों का नाम वोटर लिस्ट से कट गया. आपके अपने लोग सड़कों पे हैं क्या? आपके अपने लोग 60 लाख लोगों का नाम लेकर के सड़कों पे हैं क्या? इनका नाम कटा, इनका वोटर लिस्ट में नाम डालो.
Not just the elections.
What nonsense is this? The state of opposition in this country believes every nonsensical argument they throw at us, thinking we are fools. Sir, people of this country are not fools. People of this country have elected governments and elected opposition too. If you are not worthy of being an opposition, please go live in your rented accommodation or live in shanties wherever you want to.
No, one minute. Just a minute. May I just come in with an intervention? How fair is it, viewers, that these political parties are through their various lobbies asking for the results of the general election to be quashed? They are going to the extent of saying this is an anarchic situation. Anmol,
Prime Minister was trailing in his
they are saying that the election should be held null and void. Tausif, may I ask you, one minute. Tausif, one minute, Shubrashta, Tausif, can you kindly keep quiet for a minute and listen to my question?
Is it not a fact that Mr. Modi was trailing in his Varanasi seat for the first few rounds Was he not trailing in the Varanasi seat? Have you forgotten so quickly? You have such a bad memory. You have forgotten, or you don't
They've
want
gone
to talk about
completely
it.
mad now.
You don't want to talk about it.
Tausif,
Our
do you
Prime
think
Minister
your leader Mamta Banerjee, whose election and re-election for another term in Bengal was supervised by the Election Commission, would you feel Tausif, louder for me, would you feel Tausif that Mamta Banerjee was also part of this fraud? It is through some secret understanding that Election Commission that she won the elections, or was the Election Commission good then and has become bad only later?
Arnab, just a small intervention. Diamond Harbour, Falta,
Who's disputing it? BJP wants to delete voters from Bengal, Bihar and Tamil Nadu. All non-BJP states, BJP wants to remove voters. Anti-BJP voters are being removed from the voter list through this fraud exercise called SIR.
More than so many booths, 301 and 1724, again saw more than 15% increase in voter strength, and all won by.
Can you tell me this degree, entire political science degree?
Vishnupur and Mahesh and Bajbaj. How is it possible?
Have you heard of this degree called entire political science?
You just mentioned Varanasi.
Masters in entire political science.
Exactly.
Anybody else other than Modi?
Anmol on the right.
First you talked about EVMs and Election Commission. Now you're talking about electoral rolls. The very fact that Varanasi situation could happen means there could not be any fraudulence. If somebody's going to do vote chori, why would the seats come down to 240? That means we have a robust democracy. Do not undermine it, my friend. Do not cover up for the rejection that you face by the people of India.
What is the? I mean, I just like to ask here. When you say that when you lose, the election should be held null and void, and the government should be brought down, and the assembly or parliament should be dissolved. By that logic, it can be equally argued that in the 2022 Himachal elections, the BJP lost by 10 seats, and the combined vote gap in those seats
less than 1%
was 12,000 out of 56 lakh.
Correct.
That's not 1%. That is 0.2%. That is 0.2% of the electorate.
That's what
but it flipped the entire government. Now, by that logic, Ashwini, the first government which should be sacked should be the Himachal government by your own logic.
So, Arnab,
no, what is so? So is not a reply.
Also agreeing that there are number of fake voters across.
No, I don't understand this. I mean, please understand. Please understand. No, you answer the question on Himachal.
Let it start from the parliament election.
Answer the question on Himachal. Don't shout like a maniac. Don't shout like a maniac. Answer the question on Himachal. Answer the question on Himachal Pradesh.
The temple of democracy.
Baba, answer a question on Himachal Pradesh. That by this logic, should the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh resign?
Even if you agree that there has been the elections which is rigged across states also, let's
okay, you tell me. I have a question for you. Let me check your knowledge. Let me check your knowledge. Ashwini, tell me. Can you give me the breakup of the 65.2 lakh bogus voters in Bihar?
They should make all the.
No, you give me the breakup. No,
if
you are 1 minute. If you are questioning something, if you are questioning 1 minute, if you are questioning something, 1 minute, Ashwini, you are now looking like a total fool. And even if I'm not saying I'm not calling you a fool, but I'm not calling you a fool. But even if you were one, you should not look like one. Now the question to you is: would you please give me the breakup of the 6.5 million bogus voters in Bihar? Give it now. Come on. I'm counting.
Today you saw dead people walking.
3,
dead people walking
4.
to the office of Rahul Gandhi.
Breakup. Give me the breakup. You don't know the breakup. Subrashta, he doesn't know the breakup.
Many today. Rahul Gandhi has.
Then what kind of argument are you putting out? Give me the breakup.
So,
give me the breakup.
Arnab,
give me the breakup. Arnab करके कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. Give me the breakup of 65.2 lakh.
Is rigging the votes. Even if it is rigging for anyone.
You don't know the breakup.
Do you think Election Commission
you don't
is
know
not
the breakup.
For it?
What is the breakup of 65.2 lakh bogus voters? Viewers, at this point of time in the debate, reducing the volume there, I am going to be giving a live example of the ignorance of the people who are opposing this. When you are saying that this SIR bogus voters revision is bad, the first thing you need to know is the breakup. I am asking the Congress representative, give me the breakup.
Arnab,
Arnab,
you want the details because Election Commission has not made the data public. They have not given the reason.
it's incredible. You are such an uninformed guy. I don't know what.
They have not given categorically reason.
He doesn't know the breakup. I just proved he doesn't know the breakup.
8 lakh have permanently shifted and have not been found. And another 7.01 lakh were found to have enrolled at more than one place. But that is just the breakup. But on these, not one booth level agent, including more than 50,000 booth level agents have made one complaint, or there has been one grievance filed with the Election Commission of India in Bihar. They are just fighting against secure now. And they're doing this tamasha in the parliament. But the fact of the matter is that they have not been able to
That is how the whole election process is tampered. You are not asking those serious questions. What you are doing here is
did
just
some tamasha and did some TP live today from the Supreme Court. But that doesn't work because you have to officially go to the election officer. And only when you go to the officer and make a complaint. So far, not one complaint. But this was the list that I just set out.
Democracy was dying in the hands of a government which was sitting Election Commission like a puppet.
Voters be casting votes. Why would you want that?
When the Congress was in power, Anmol.
Want the infiltrators to vote.
Anmol, when the Congress was in power,
you keep changing the goalposts.
Viewers, the Congress argument is, why are the numbers of voters going up so much when the BJP is in power? They say this proves that it is a fraud. Now, Anmol, see, there has to be a logic in whatever you are talking about. In 2004, the new voters added between the Lok Sabha and Assembly in Maharashtra were 29.5 lakhs, which is a 4.7% increase. Now, let me take the number to 2023. The new voters at this time, BJP is in power, between the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections is 39.5 lakhs, which is a 4.4% increase on the base. What this means is that when the Congress was in power, the increase was more than when the BJP was in power. But Rahul Gandhi says that why is the number increasing during the BJP's time? It is increasing, but less than when you were in power. Because 4.7 is 0.3 higher than 4.4. Now Rahul Gandhi has to answer. Such clear statistics are being given out here. You can't hold on to this. The numbers were increasing much more. When in your time the numbers were increasing, it was not fraud. But in the Congress, in the BJP's time, the number increases less than in your time, it becomes a fraud.
2004 and 2009.
This is madness with a capital M. Madness with a capital M. Don't be part of this madness, Anmol. Don't be.
Arnabji, your argument is that if Congress has ever committed electoral malpractice, then BJP gets a license to plunder.
One minute, just one minute.
And the people of India must shut
Where is the
their eyes
malpractice
off
here? Where is the are you just following whatever Rahul is saying? Where is the malpractice? The voter increase has also happened in Punjab in your time in power. Sir, what are you talking about? It's not a malpractice. It is natural. If the voters increase in number when the population increases and more people come into the 18 to 19 category. Why are you doing this to yourself? You're not looking good today, Anmol. You're not looking good. You're not looking prepared. I am prepared. You're unprepared. I ask you again, as per data access.
Can I respond?
No, Anmol, Subrashta, I want to bring you back to brass tacks, numbers, facts. I want to debate this seriously. Come on now. Come on, you're not doing well today, Anmol. You're not doing well.
Can I respond?
Now, of course, you can respond, but
Arnab ji, there are 243 constituencies in Bihar. 65 lakh votes have been deleted, out of which 22 lakh have been declared deceased, 37 lakh migrated, 7 lakh duplicate. That means 27,000 votes have been deleted per assembly. This is the largest disenfranchisement exercise in the history of our country.
No, you want dead people to vote. You want dead people to vote.
And
how can dead people vote, yaar? Dead means deceased, they cannot vote.
भाई सब जवाब तो देने दो।
अरे dead, migrated, duplicated, non-submissions cannot vote. Are you?
What's
wrong with him?
Why
dead people
why
cannot
isn't
vote?
Election Commission uploading machine readable draft rolls?
Pretty basic.
Why isn't
doesn't matter who the dead person supported when they were alive, but once they're dead they can't vote.
Website,
you lose your franchise when you die.
It doesn't matter if
your franchise doesn't go.
What are you saying, Arnab ji? It doesn't matter if they don't upload. Why we have the right to know? As a citizen, I have a right to know. As a citizen, I have a right to know.
But if you're a dead citizen, a dead citizen
is our integral right.
But once you die, you cannot vote.
Right.
That
Two dead people appeared before the Supreme Court. Two dead people appear before the Supreme Court.
Let me set the agenda. Bihar elections agenda for you.
50-50.
Let the citizens understand.
Two dead people appeared before the Honorable Supreme Court.
Anytime an opposition member comes to your house to seek your vote, ask them to submit that entire sheet of 27,000 people per assembly constituency. If they have that list, you should definitely vote for them. If they do not, खदेड़ के भगाइए इनको वहां से, खदेड़ के भगाइए, क्योंकि ये हमारे लोकतंत्र की रीढ़ पर हमला कर रहे हैं।
डरे हुए हैं इतना,
अब खदेड़ कर भगाइए ऐसे फ्रॉड नेताओं को। खदेड़ के बिहार की जनता को भगाना चाहिए। सीधे सीधे पूछिए,
हत्या कर दी इन लोगों ने। लोकतंत्र के ये दोनों बीजेपी
है। आपने इलेक्शन कमीशन को क्यों नहीं जाकर के बताया? हमने आपको विपक्ष में रखा है सिर्फ इसलिए कि
you are saying that we are leveling allegations without proof.
आप रोज दिन आकर भड़काऊ भाषण देकर के निकल जाए। अगर आपको अपने का पता नहीं है,
we gave you all the details. Did you act? No. You deleted 30,000 votes.
मैंने simple question. Let me frame that question in English to you because clearly
abject silence.
But I spoke. Do you have a list of 27,000 voters, alleged voters?
क्या लिखा है? ये पढ़ के बताओ क्या लिखा है। गली गली में शोर है, भाजपा वोट चोर है, तो हिंदी में लिखा है।
Google does not answer my question. Do you have a list of 27,000 people per assembly constituency in Bihar? If not, इन लोगों को घसीट कर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ले जाना चाहिए।
वोट चोर है,
घसीट कर ले जाना चाहिए और जनता को न्याय करना चाहिए। ऐसे नेता जो फर्जीवाड़ा की बात करते हुए आते हैं ना आपके घर पे, सबसे पहले पूछिए लिस्ट दिखा।
देश कह रहा है, गली में लोग कह रहे हैं कि भाजपा वोट चोर है।
पास करते दिखाओ एक बार,
जनता की आवाज उठा दो।
आप लोगों की बकवास सुनने की
एक बार तो देश की जनता की आवाज उठनी चाहिए ना।
अरे तो बात तो कह रही हूँ कि देश की जनता का लिस्ट तो दीजिए ना। 27,000 लोग
चोर है, भाजपा वोट चोर है।
कौन है वो? किस असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी की बात कर रहे हैं आप?
कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी बोलो, मैं
ब्लॉक वाइज आपके साथ बैठती हूँ, मैं बूथ वाइज आपके साथ सीट पर सीट पर बात करती हूँ।
कह दो आपकी गोदी में
बताओ ना, कोई का असेंबली
इलेक्शन कमीशन तो आपकी गोदी में खेल रहा है। कह दो डेटा अपलोड
पे बात करोगे, कहाँ की बात करोगे?
अरे डकैत तो तुम हो ही लोकतंत्र के।
की बात करोगे, कहाँ की बात करोगे?
फिर कहो इलेक्शन कमीशन से अपलोड करें।
की बात करोगे, कहाँ की बात करोगे?
कमीशन से अपलोड करें डेटा।
क्या बात? अर्नब, आई एम रियली सॉरी टू से आई डोंट वांट टू डिबेट
पूरा देश कह रहा है आप लोकतंत्र के चोर हो। पूरा देश कह रहा है आप लोकतंत्र के
cannot even stand the merit of their own argument. They mentioned 27,000. I ask Anmol, whatever this guy's name is, ask him to swear and tell everybody on your channel tonight. He has a list of 27,000 voters, alleged voters per assembly constituency in Bihar. Say it on record that Aam Aadmi Party has it. We know that these names have been deleted. हम आपकी लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए चलेंगे, बताइए ना करके। राहुल गांधी आते हैं, थूक के चले जाते हैं कि हमारा लोकतंत्र गिरवी रख दिया है, लंबा भाषण देके जाते हैं। कहा जाता है कि एफिडेविट पर लिखो तो दुम दबा के भाग जाते हैं। क्यों? वजन नहीं है बात में, कुछ भी बकने की आदत है, प्रॉब्लम है मेंटल। तो अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूशन में जाके इलाज करवाओ। हम जनता नेताओं का विष्ठा, हम नेताओं की मौखिक विष्ठा क्यों सुने?
ऐसा है, लोकतंत्र का मजाक आप लोगों ने बना रखा है। You are saying that we are living in
पॉलिटिक्स में आप हैं जो जिन्होंने मजाक बनाया करके। आप लोग सिर्फ जनता को भी ऐसे ही मूर्ख बना सकते हैं। आप सिर्फ जनता के ऊपर चिल्ला करके, चढ़ करके यही कह सकते हैं कि भाई हमारी बात बात चलेगी, यही लड़ाई, यही गुंडाई करते हैं।
50,000 वोट डिलीट
Okay, viewers, I'm out of time. I'm out of time. I believe in a clean voter list. I believe voter lists when they are clean of infiltrators, clean of deceased voters, clean of people who have migrated, clean of duplicates, clean of non-submissions. Then only will electoral democracy be strong.
happened, no action.
But Anmol, it cannot be that when you win in Punjab, election commission is so cute. But when the BJP wins, you say the whole Parliament of India should be dissolved. It's bizarre. Don't do that. Keep the faith in democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow at 9 without fail. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity is proud to announce the commencement of its 12th university in India, Amity University, Hyderabad. At the prime location of AeroCity Hyderabad Airport, has a strong focus on high-end research with brilliant students and distinguished faculty who share our mission to change the world together. To apply for this year's session, visit amity.edu/Hyderabad.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ, डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड, मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध, MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
केसरिया से